All right, back here on the first word, Gary and Gresh. There are a lot of great stories every year in college football. Gresh and I both believe this is one of the really, really good ones, and that is a story done by June Jones at SMU. The coach joins us now. June, good morning. How you feeling?
Hey, good morning, guys. We're still a little chilly down here, getting ready to practice, so all is good.
Well, all is good in the sense that you're doing something that we think is really, really special. This is a program that has great history, but incurred a penalty, slapped upon it that had never been done before in college football. This is year 2. I know you've been asked this question before. I'm going to ask it again. Why did you do this? You had a great situation. Why was the motivation for you to do this?
Well, it's, kind of a long story. I had made the decision actually before our 2007 season. I had been at Hawaii, and I was, we made a lot of changes. We did a lot of things, and it was all positive, and I was just kind of frustrated after a bowl game that we had played in 2004, which was our third bowl game I think we had been in, and we won, and a fight broke out after the game that was not had anything to do with our kids. They were just defending themselves, I felt, and it took a lot of heat, and I just was discouraged with that we had built the program the way we wanted to, and so before the 05 season, I was kind of surfing the network, and I saw Jerry Glanville, who I had coached me and I had worked for, was looking to get back into coaching, and so I hired him in 05, and it kind of rejuvenated me for a couple years, and that kind of got me going again for 05 and 06, and as Colt Brennan was trying to decide whether to go to the National Football League after his junior year or not, he had a tough decision to make, and he was wondering if I was going to be there for 07, and so I just basically told him, if you make the decision that's best for you, and if you have to make it at a certain date, I will not leave after you make whatever decision that is. And so when he made the decision to come back for the 07 season, I kind of knew that was going to be my last year, and there was only one job open when I finished the Sugar Bowl, and that was SMU. And we had a great conversation, and I'm here.
What drew you to SMU, Coach?
Well, Eric Dickerson and I had been friends for many years. I had coached a lot of SMU guys, Jerry Ball in Detroit, Dave Richards in Detroit and Atlanta, and I was very familiar with the program and the history of the program. And I don't know, every job I've had, the 4 or 5 jobs in the pros that I've had and the one in Hawaii were all in the condition of this program. They've been losing forever. And I don't know, I kind of intrigues me and motivates me to do what I do and what we do as coaches. And so that's kind of why I'm here.
June Jones, head coach at SMU with Gary and Gresh here on the First Word Sirius XM Mad Dog Radio. Coach, you said you're drawn to the programs that you can rebuild. So what is the rebuild handbook? How have you written it under June Jones?
Well, one of the reasons is that I do things a little bit differently than what the norm would be considered. We practice differently. I get different demands I put on the kids. I'm a real team-building type of thing. I really believe the locker room chemistry and is more important than the X's and O's. I mean, there's been a lot of football coaches here at SMU that are good football coaches that have never gotten it done. And they all know football. They all know the X's and O's. But I just really believe when you get into losing programs that have been losing forever, it has nothing to do with what you're doing. Now, it just so happens that I'm associated with an offense that is very exciting to be a part of, and it attracts some skill players and some quarterbacks and offensive linemen to play in. And so we can turn the corner faster by building the team concepts, and we're going to be productive on offense, and then once we get here for a little bit, we can recruit good enough to be physically better than the other team on defense too. And so that's the formula that I've used forever.
June, to kind of expound upon what Andy was asking you about, when I look at the landscape of college football, the state of Florida, not only the talent base, but also the number of schools that play at a high level, and then Texas and then California, Is there a model program? Nothing can match what SMU historically has been through. Nobody can say, we've been through this, look at us. Is there anything that is a profile of a program that you used as a model, or is it merely just your own blueprint?
Say the model that I've used is copying other coaches, and not one in particular. The guys that I've been around, Mouse Davis, for example, I think a lot of his personality, not only with the X's and O's stuff we use, but a lot of the things that he did when I played for him and when we worked together. Jerry Glanville had an influence on me also. Same kind of guy, a lot of energy, a lot of team, a lot of us against the world type attitude. And then I think Bill Walsh. I had the pleasure of spending the last 8 or 9 years of Bill's life with him in Hawaii. He'd always come over. He spoke to our teams. We'd spend 2 or 3 weeks together in the summertime, just me and him golfing and talking football and listening to him speak to different groups. And I just really feel that, it's not rocket science. It's, look around you, what other people have done to be successful, and take the things that fit your personality, and that's what I've done.